What I'm going to show you is very subtle differences, and I'm going to spend at least 10 or even though the new software is super simple, okay, like super simple, I'm going to spend some time showing you where the duplication stopped and where the confusion started for some people, okay? So let's go ahead and share my screen. Here we are sharing my screen. So here's our current cloud. For those of you who are backing up stuff, you'll recognize this current cloud. Over here is our new cloud, okay? So what we're going to demonstrate to you today is how much simpler the new cloud is to use and how much faster it is, okay? So here we are here. Now, I'm going to use the current live version of this desktop software, which is running up here let me make sure that everything is streaming. Okay, we are streaming, just making sure. So up here is the current live version of the software, okay? Now, this is where people got confused very, very quickly. The more places you have to click, the more confused people get. Again, these are very subtle changes. Some of you who understood the software are going to go, I didn't see any problem with it, but there's a lot of people. Okay, so you come here. It just wasn't self-intuitive enough. I click here. Where do I go, Joel? What do I do? How do I start backing up my stuff? Well, it turns out, again, every time you have to click, you're going to lose about 50% of people. So if there's 2, 3, 4 clicks in, you're going to lose a lot of people. So it turns out that to set up your first upload from your computer to the cloud, you have to click settings here, okay? And so that's the first click. Then you have to click add sync connection here, okay? Now the next big confusion that came up, people just assumed to take this default GotBackup 5 location. They would simply click continue. Again, very, very subtle thing, but it created massive confusion, okay? We're not talking about reinventing the wheel or building like rocket ships, guys, but these little subtle things created a lot of confusion for most of you, and I totally understand that. It turns out that in order to choose something on your local computer, people just assume they would use this. You have to click choose. So this was a big problem for people as well. Again, guys, I've been to IKEA. I bought furniture there. I'm the last person to read the user manual, right? I'm just as guilty as everybody else. So instead, now let's demonstrate the software live, okay? So you're going to click choose. Now, so if I come here, okay, what I want to do is an example for you guys. So again, what I'm going to demonstrate live is ease of use and speed. So I'm going to just take a album here that I have called Miami Test. It's just a trip that I went to Miami in 2021. So here, this is on my local computer. I want to take this photo album that I have on my computer and back it up to the cloud. So I'm taking it here off my local computer. I'm clicking open, okay? So it has my Miami Test. I click continue. The way this was laid out confused people as well. They thought that this was on their local computer. It's not. These are the folders that you have in the cloud. Now, I'm going to create a new folder called Miami because I know that it's called Miami on my computer. It just makes sense to call it Miami in the cloud, but you can call it whatever you want. It's just for your reference only. So I'm going to call it Miami here, okay? I'm going to click OK. Okay, so that was created in the folder. And again, here again, being brutally honest, it's not allowing me to continue. So these are some of the little bugs that definitely happen. So let me go and like I have to go and find the Miami folder now, like which here it is. Okay, click continue. So again, that little step of showing the yellow confused people. Makes sense, right? Click continue. So now I'm going to add sync connection. Now you're going to see that it's starting to back up things from my local computer here in the cloud. This is the cloud. There's no folder called Miami. If I refresh this, you'll see now there's a folder here called Miami, and it's slowly starting to back up everything into the cloud. So it's uploaded 6 images, okay? Now I want to take you over to our new cloud, and we're going to do the exact same thing in the new cloud to show you ease of use and speed. So here, instead of using here, which is backing up now, here's our new desktop application. What you'll notice is everything's on one screen. The only thing I can do is click here to add a new sync, okay? So what I also like is you can't move on to the next step until you do the first step. See how it goes red here? I'm clicking next. No, I have to do the first step. So first step, just like the last one, is Miami, okay? Whoop. Okay, I'm gonna click next. Okay, now same thing. I can't go to the next step until I pick folders from my computer. I click here. Okay, I'm going to go to the same pictures folder. I'm going to pick the same folder, Miami test. I'm going to click open. And then and only then can I move on to the next step. Okay, now it says pick a GotBackup cloud folder. Again, if I click submit, it's not allowing me to move on to the next step. So I click here. And you'll see here, this is laid out a lot cleaner. I'm going to create a new folder in the cloud called Miami. Okay, create new folder. And there's my new folder here. And I'm going to click select. And as soon as I click submit here, you'll see that everything's starting, and watch the speed here, guys. It's uploading 5 images every second. So let me refresh here. And you'll see that that new folder, Miami, was already created. It already uploaded 109 megabytes. If I come back to the other cloud here and I click on folders, you'll see that it's been running for the past 5 minutes. It's only uploaded 104 megabytes. If I come back to the cloud here and I click refresh, it's already uploaded 321 megabytes. It's about 10 times faster than the old cloud because we created it from scratch. And I give kudos to our dev team. We have the best development team in the world. So coming back here, I can come and I can add a new sync if I want to. But again, this is just for easy use and demonstration. What you're going to see here, guys, is this is almost done already. Watch this. It's literally shifting up. Watch this. In the next 30 seconds, that whole upload is going to be completely done. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's done, guys. The whole folder was backed up, even though we started the new cloud. You can see here 1.1 gigs. And if I refresh here on the old cloud, you'll see that it's at 155, and it estimates the time up here. 41 minutes left. 41 minutes left. Over here at the new cloud, it's completely done. So coming back to the old cloud here, guys, again, I'm not putting our own software down, but I want absolute perfection and simplicity and ease of use for everybody. So as an example, if we surf through this cloud, you'll see that everything is just a little on the slow side. If I go here, I click photos. See how it's taking a while to load? If I click videos, okay, that loaded a little bit quicker. And here's the other thing too. Sometimes it's not too bad. Sometimes it's horrible, okay? So it's just a much slower cloud. Let me click to Miami here. Let me open this like this. You'll see here, even the images. See how it's taking longer? A little too long. I don't really like it. And still, it's only uploaded 207 megabytes. When we come over to our new cloud here, guys, we've got the same toggle, but as an example, I uploaded some fun stuff in here. Let's go to Dominican Republic. Look how fast that loaded, guys. Look as I go down all the images in here, how fast this loads. It just loads and loads and loads and loads and keeps loading and loading. Super fast, super consistent, super rock solid. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Let's take a look at that one. That was our trip there. Again, just loads. And by the way, those of you who've never been to Christ of the Redeemer, it was absolutely amazing. I just saw this cool picture here. Absolutely amazing. The other thing too here, since I'm here, guys, watch how seamless this is. Next picture, next picture, next picture, next picture, next picture. It looks like we're trying to show off our beach bodies. I'm not trying to do that with you guys or whatever. Just next, you can see that it just loads very reliably, very quickly, very fast. If I come over to our other cloud here and I click here, It'll probably work okay, yeah. But see how sometimes a little slower. I mean, it's still not bad, but there, see, this one takes a little too long for me, that kind of stuff, okay? So there you go. Here's the perfect example. Too long for me. We come back over here and we can just go from picture to picture to picture. Like, I have so much confidence in this cloud, guys. And because it's simpler here, it's much faster on your mobile devices. I wish I could demonstrate that for you today. I can't, but here I started uploading some of my iPhone pictures. The same point being, it just loads and loads and loads. Let's come over to our Miami thing that I uploaded. Here we are with the Miami pictures I uploaded. You know, just smooth and clean and fast, and more importantly, just stupid, easy, simple to use, okay? Now the onboarding process. Remember, the onboarding process when somebody joins up isn't supposed to be making money. The onboarding process is, let's get your computers backed up and let's get your mobile devices backed up. So now we have a much highly more duplicatable system that's really easy to use. This alone, guys, is going to skyrocket us to the stratosphere. Why? Because if a new person gets their computer gets started backed up within 5 minutes, their energy is going to go through the roof. They're going to believe more in the product, and they're going to go from there. So those are some of the things I wanted to share with you guys, and it's just amazing, amazing improvements. Do you all agree anybody can do a 3-step process to backing up their computer? Absolutely, right? A simple 3-step process.